Hey there, Rach here. Just wanted to record a wee video. I was speaking with a agency recently and they put something in an email to me which I thought was super interesting. They were talking about being busy but at the expense of their business. And it was a nice wee play on words, busyness versus business, and I thought I would just share some of my insights or recommendations on how you get out of that. For those who don't know me, I'm Rachel Jacobs, founder of Ecommerce Partnerships. I used to run a Shopify Plus agency based in London and now work with e-commerce agencies across the globe, basically to help agency owners get out of the day-to-day and make the agency as efficient and profitable as possible, long story short. There's 3 points that I would recommend. Usually the agencies I see, they're on two ends of the spectrum. You either have agency owners that are basically doing everything. They're doing project management, they're doing sales, they're making the teas when they're back in the office obviously, cleaning the toilets, doing the invoices, dealing with clients, dealing with a team, hiring, firing, all the shit that comes with running an agency. So they don't have any time to actually focus on their most important client, which obviously is the agency, to attract the right kind of customers. And then I have other agencies completely on the other end of the spectrum that literally anything that I could possibly recommend, they've been there, they've done it, they've tried it, and they're probably juggling 50,000 things at the same time. Obviously measuring none of them, of course, because why would you measure your efforts? I mean, that's crazy. So two ends of the spectrum, and an expression I've used for years in many different industries and careers is you can't manage what you don't measure. So if you're not measuring your efforts, there's no way to really determine like what works best for you, what best represents your agency, and where you should, really focus your efforts on versus just throwing shit at the wall and see what sticks. So back to my 3 tips or recommendations. Number 1 is getting clarity on your vision. What is it you want to achieve? I mean, what is your ideal situation? Obviously that's why a lot of agency owners work with somebody like me. I've been there and I've done it, worked with 15, 20 agencies in the last year to help them get their businesses where they need to be and on the right path. So really getting a 360 look at your business to really figure out where are the growth opportunities, where's the dead weight, what do you need to be doing as an agency owner, what do you need to delegate, and just getting that clarity on what the next steps look like. I find with a lot of agency owners, they're so caught up in the day-to-day that they can't see the forest for the trees. It's just a load of shit that needs to get done, and often it is the squeaky wheel that gets the oil. I'm really happy I'm getting loads of analogies in because they're my favourite. Number 2 is 90-day goals. I have this personally for me. I make all of my agencies that I work with do this, figuring out what you want to achieve in the next 90 days and then working back from there. So let's just say, for example, first 30 days you want to tackle your sales process, and maybe that's getting your proposal template in place, your sales deck in place, your qualification process, your discovery process, whatever it is, but breaking that down. Then the next 30 days might be your delivery process. You want to get your onboarding in place, what the delivery process and framework looks like, your QA process, your project manager checklist. There's lots of different elements that make up a project delivery process, but you decide where you have gaps, what can be repurposed that you can delegate to people on the team, and what you just need to start from scratch. And then maybe the next 30 days is around growth for you as a leader. Maybe it's around retention, maybe it's around messaging or positioning. Again, that would all, once you have a proper chance to take a step back and look at your entire business from a higher level, a strategic level, you'll see really where your growth opportunities are. Of course, you can talk to me and I can give you a hand. And then the third and final, 3 is my favourite number, so I try and do everything in 3s, especially meals, please God. The third one then is to outline tangible deliverables. There's no point having goals in place if you don't actually have some sort of roadmap of how to get there and make it tangible. So if you say that one of your 90-day goals is to fix your sales process or get your sales to 50k a month or get your recurring revenues to 50k a month or whatever it is, what does that actually look like in terms of action points and who's responsible for it? So let's just say recurring revenue, you want to get your recurring revenue up to 50k. Where are you at right now? What clients do you have that are already paying on a monthly basis, whether it's locked into a contract or more of a sort of an ad hoc open relationship sort of situation? How do you move those into something more committed? How do you put an agency ring on it? And then what clients are you working with right now, projects that you're working on? that are constantly asking, there's change requests all the time, and scope creep is absolutely killing the budget and the timeline. How do you push that then onto a 3, 6, 12-month retainer, whatever it looks like? And then work back from there. What proposals do you need to create? What phone calls do you need to schedule in? Who in the team is responsible for that? So I hope that helps. At the very least, getting some clarity in your business is always going to be a good thing. For those that are running an e-commerce agency, I have every 2 weeks do an agency owner roundtable with a lot of agencies across the globe. There's about shy of 100 now that are involved. On any average call, there's usually between 20 and 40 agency owners on the call. It's an opportunity for you guys and girls to get together and share some of your insights, the good, the bad and the ugly, some of the challenges and some of the wins and the learnings along the way. So if that sounds like it'd be of help, or if you'd like somebody to come in and sort of give you an honest, objective overview or a list of recommendations on your agency right now and where you can improve, drop me a line. More than happy to help you get on the right track. Hope you're having a great day and hope that helps. See ya!